regenning it.
Nope, it disconnected.
S4C1.
And this is what you can expect to happen if you try to regen frozen lithium batteries. Regardless if you've got a Polaris Ranger or if you have a HiSun E1, if your lithium batteries are frozen and you're trying to drive around and you brake and your unit supports regen, it's going to throw errors. They will find out what we can do to fix it. And why, even if you may have heated batteries, if they only turn the heaters on when you try to charge them, that may not be enough for the use in electric vehicles. So let's see what we can do to fix this.
Alright guys, we actually have a cold day today. And we actually purposely left the E1 outside so that it can get nice and cold. How cold it is? Today's the 27th of January in Louisiana. It's 23 degrees outside. Even though the sun is out, it's freezing. Now, a lot of people have said, well, heated batteries are good. And we need to actually explain one of the very big misconceptions a lot of the other so-called heated batteries have. As you know, these machines, they can run, but they can also regen. So if we go over and look at, our app, which we're connected to right now, we can see we're connected to our batteries. They're all 28 degrees. That is very cold. And we know you can't charge lithium batteries in the cold. So now you're in a conundrum. If you use this vehicle, start driving around and hit your brakes, you'll try to regen. But the batteries will not accept voltage during regen, and they're going to cause all sorts of errors happening on your thing. You'd have overvolt errors. You could potentially burn out your controller, all sorts of problems, because heated batteries in a ATV make no sense if you can't keep them heated, while you're using it. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so we have our batteries here connected. We're going to go to our tools tab, open our tools tab up. It's going to read our settings. All right, so we have our settings opened up. And what we want to do is we want to go to our heating mode, okay? So we're going to go ahead and turn stand. We're going to click, it actually was on low temp. We're going to go ahead and hit standby heating, okay? And we'll just say 40 degrees. We want to keep it at least 40 degrees. And we're going to go ahead and hit update. And what it's going to do, it's going to update all 4 of our batteries that are in this unit. So we're going to let it update all 4 batteries, set it to heating mode, to standby heating. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to turn heating on the batteries right away so that we can start heating up these batteries so that we will be above freezing so that regen is not going to be an issue for us. So let it do all 4 batteries and then we'll see what happens. And you're going to see a setting updated. Now, if we go back to our home tab, we're going to now see heating pads are on. And you can see the little button showing that it's utilizing the battery's own power to warm the batteries up. So if we go to our auto mode, we'll also see that the heating pads are on this auto dashboard, and you'll see over here the batteries are being discharged, and you've got a heating pad showing that it is warming up the battery. And right now the temperatures are all like 29, so we'll let this run. It's going to take about 10-15 minutes, but it should get it to 40 degrees, which means that's above freezing. So we can charge the battery, which means when you slam the brakes on the Polaris or the E1 or any of these electric vehicles, you're not going to have any problem charging up your battery. Because right now you will. If you try to regen while you're driving and the batteries are frozen, well, it can't regen and you have all these errors. So with the SunFun Kits conversion, since our batteries support multiple heating modes, we can actually utilize the battery's own power to warm itself up so that it can warm up and do it. And like I said, there's no charge cord over here. Nothing is plugged in. So it's one of the unique batteries where you can actually run multiple heating modes. All right, so yeah, as you can see, it is legit cold today in Louisiana. So let's let it run. We'll say about 15 minutes. It should be warm. So if you're a deer stand or something and you've done hunting, you can set it to standby heating and then warm it up so that when you're done, you're ready to go back, you will have no problems regenning in the cold. All right, so let's start this run and see what happens. Just to give you an update, it's been about five and a half or so minutes, and we're technically above freezing. So we could run this, but we set the temperatures to 40, as you can see. So then they keep running until it gets about 44, 43, and then it's going to cycle between 44 to between 40. If any of the batteries get to 40, it'll warm them up. When they get to about 44, 45, it'll stop. So got about 10 more degrees to go, and we figure in the next I don't know, next another 5-8 minutes we should be there. So let's just keep on going. Clean the windshield off with some water because the snow was real bad. So we'll go out again. Here, we're gonna run it up. It's still like I think 25 degrees outside, so outside it's still quite cold, but our batteries are all 45. Let's try a regen brake test. You can see we are regenning, no issues. Let's try that again. We'll go get up to speed again, and then we'll do a regen brake test. Alright, go ahead and hit regen brake test. As you can see, we can go on the regen, and we can regen without any issues. And you're able to do that because we have standby heating, and standby heating makes sure that the battery does not reject power, and that the system is able to accept power. So you might want to set your batteries between 40 to 45 degrees, keep them warm, and then it'll give me 20 degrees outside. You're not going to have a problem. You'll be able to run your unit, regen, no problem. It's not like the other batteries which only heat when you're charging them, but have this problem when you try to regen in the cold because you can't charge lithium batteries in the cold. That's exactly what's happening when you're regenning. You're trying to charge the battery in the cold. So there you go. Works